I'm right here in the middle of the Denver Center for Performing Arts Complex, right here in downtown Denver. Now, this place that you see around me just happens to be the largest collection of theaters under one roof in the entire world. To keep the Phoenix Center around, you can vote online by logging into your ConnectU account, or you can drop by the Tivoli in room 261 to let your voice be heard. On Auraria campus, I'm Benjamin Smith for the Met Report. Finally, remember to remove all debris from within 30 feet of the house, such as tree branches, sticks, pine needles, pine cones, and dead grass. But remember, the longer you wait to do this project, the more of a risk of fire danger we'll have on your house. For the Met Report, I'm Benjamin Smith. Take care, Colorado. Coloradoans were disappointed to hear that Denver would not be considered as a host city for the 2022 Olympic Games. The decision came after 6 months of research by the Denver Olympic Exploratory Committee, which unanimously endorsed putting forth a bid to become a host city. However, the U.S. Olympic Committee rejected the recommendation. Every March, the Auraria campus holds its annual Clothesline Project. The purpose of the project is to bring awareness to interpersonal violence by decorating t-shirts. Everyone is welcome to decorate a shirt through the month of March. In the wake of an amazing basketball season, it can be hard to remember that yes, we do in fact have other sports going on right now, namely baseball and softball. Both teams were very busy as they hit Auraria Field last weekend. The Roadrunners played 2 doubleheaders this last weekend against Adams State College. The first set in Saturday did not turn out so well for our softball team, as the Grizzlies took the first game 8-2 and the second game 10-6. The One World, One Water Center for Urban Water Education and Stewardship is a new program starting this fall at MSU Denver. Through coursework, co-curricular events, and applied learning activities, this minor will help students become more aware and learn how to preserve one of life's most precious resources. As a kickoff to the Christmas season, the annual Parade of Lights takes place downtown this weekend on Friday and Saturday nights. Starting at the Civic Center, the parade will make its way up 17th Street and return back down 15th Street. The sparkling lights, marching bands, floats, and delightful characters will once again wow hundreds of thousands. The parade begins at 8 p.m. on Friday and at 6 p.m. on Saturday. We hope to see you there.
It's very clear we can't afford 4 more years like the last 4 years. That's why we're going to get change finally in Washington that the people of America deserve.
The thick of the campaign season is almost here, and presidential candidates are fighting for every vote.
This is the state to do it. I'm counting on Colorado.
Mitt Romney came to Devlin High School on Sunday, his first visit to Colorado in almost a month. The Massachusetts governor's speech was reflective on President Obama's from fixing the economy to improving education.
This is the nation that invented public education.
The college textbook market, as we know it, may be a thing of the past. The popularity of online retailers and textbook exchanges has emerged from the increasingly unpopular opinion of sky-high college bookstore prices.
Everything's overpriced, and I don't like it. They literally change their books every semester, so yeah, it's a ripoff.
I know they have like the rental system here, which I like, but I don't know, I usually find like books that usually are like $60 for $12 on Amazon.
Doesn't hold as many people, but there's nothing like the Fillmore in Sioux City either.
Finally, Danny told us about his inspiration.
Inspiration is a funny thing. When I write my simpler songs that I write lyrics to, that inspiration comes from breakups. But that's what inspires me to write. That's what gives me enough emotion.
Hey, my name is Elena Nichols. I'm an alpine skier and a wheelchair basketball player for the U.S. Paralympic team. So in June of 2013, I was up at Mount Hood, Oregon training. It was my 5th run of the day, and I decided just to rip turns. I was feeling really good. And unfortunately, I hooked an edge and got stuck in that soft snow and basically flew right into a boulder field. And I actually hit feet first, broke my ankle in 3 places, and as I was going by the boulder, I caught my right arm and dislocated it. So after my shoulder injury, I started rehab the very next day. And I wasn't expecting that. I really didn't know what to make of life after shoulder surgery. I'm already a paraplegic in a wheelchair, and after surgery I wasn't allowed to use my arm for 6 weeks. So I basically had one working limb to propel myself in a wheelchair. The bulk of what I would do in rehab was what they call soft tissue manipulation. After the ligaments were replaced onto the bone and the shoulder was put back into place, they wanted to start moving the joint as soon as possible so that it didn't lock up. A lot of people might think that I went and got a fancy little frou-frou massage every day, but I was actually in an incredible amount of pain. Every day they would move this incredibly sore shoulder in every direction that they could get it to move in. Things started looking up for me at about 6 weeks. I started to really make progress. I started pushing my chair with both arms and started transferring onto different surfaces with both arms, which was really something that was incredibly hard when I only had one arm. I had to move from my wheelchair to my bed or my wheelchair to the shower chair with one arm. I actually feel very accomplished and sort of proud of myself for getting through that time because it was really hard. So throughout the process of me recovering from my shoulder injury, I've been very humbled as an athlete. I was benching my weight before I got injured, and now I'm literally lifting a 2-pound weight and trying to work up from there. But I know that with every rep and with every time I lift that weight, I'm making progress and moving forward. Having been here at the Olympic Training Center and receiving the care I have from the physical therapists and the doctors here, I absolutely think I'm ahead of schedule and really pushing towards Sochi at this point.
Evan Strong. I'm a snowboarder and I'm going to be competing in para-snowboard cross. My disability is that my left leg was amputated below the knee, and now I use an adaptive piece of equipment as a prosthetic leg to live, walk, stay active, snowboard, and all other kinds of sports. So as a young guy, I had a passion, aspirations for skateboarding, for my sport. And I wanted to bring it to the top level, and I wanted my life to be a part of that lifestyle. 10 days before my 18th birthday, driving home on my motorcycle, a white SUV speeding veered into my lane and hit me head on, throwing me 100 feet from my bike. When I came to, I was looking up to the sky, completely puzzled from what happened. And then when I looked around and I saw my leg laid up over my chest, my thigh blown wide open, at that moment, I realized all my dreams, my aspirations, and my passion for sports was broken. Laying in my hospital bed, right out of surgery, completely debilitated, needing help from everybody, just with all this time to think about my life and how was I going to fit into it, what is it going to look like. I knew that I had to get back into being an active individual. I had to get back into some physical expression, some sport, because that what really filled my cup, made me feel alive, made me feel joy. And I didn't know what that was going to look like, but I knew that I had to get to it. And on my 18th birthday, I told all my family and all my friends that came and visited and came to celebrate my birthday that my goal was to get back to skateboarding. So I'm often asked, what did I learn from my accident? And the most important thing that I learned was to prepare for the unexpected, to expect the unexpected, because the unexpected does happen. It's not if it happens, it's really when it happens.